Nobody cares about you, and guess what? That's a good thing. If there's one thing I've learned by working with young people, it's that the main thing on most people's minds is what others might think about them. Isn't that surprising? Instead of caring about what is best for you or what you'd like to achieve, most folks simply think, what do they think about me? What do they think about my actions? Will they accept me if I do this and believe that? Sure, these feelings are human, but you have to believe me when I say that these feelings shouldn't be as common as they currently are for most folks. You see, there are people out there that genuinely don't give a darn about what others think about them. I am one of those people. I care to a certain extent. It's not like I'm completely void of shame, for example, but whenever I take certain actions, the first thing that goes through my mind is this good or bad for me? Not, what will they think of me? But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's first explore why so many folks think others care about them so much. After that, I'll explain this is complete nonsense, and we'll end the video with how to avoid these feelings in the first place. Now, why is it that most folks think others are constantly thinking about them? The answer is so simple. Social media. Nowadays, folks think they're expected to keep up with everything. Why? Well, let's say you haven't heard about the latest news, or what cool places your friends visited, what party your best friend attended recently. Imagine you actually don't know these things. What will others think about you? You're out of the loop, and that makes you uncool and unwanted. That means you're not one of us. And so, in a panic, you try to keep up with everything, and social media is the best way to do this. One of my friends went to a trending club recently. Another friend got an engagement ring. My ex got a new boyfriend. And so, since we're constantly keeping up with all of these people, the conclusion is that others must be thinking about us constantly as well, right? But think about it. Are you genuinely keeping up with your friends and acquaintances? Or are you just constantly looking at what they want you to see? Are they sharing how they truly feel? Is this what a genuine friendship is? Or are these friends you have just curating the perfect pictures and events while ignoring all of their actual baggage that would shock you to the core if you actually knew these things? You see, you are curating all of your positive and exciting nonsense on your own social media accounts as well, right? Is that who you truly are? No, it's not. You have your own stuff going on that you wouldn't want others to know. So whenever someone sees your social media BS, they will think about you, but not in the way you think they do. All they're doing is projecting their life on your apparently wonderful life. And that's it. They'll think about you for give or take 5 seconds. They might think something like, wow, he has a big forehead, or I wish I had her hair, or how can he afford that car, or why is she dating that douche? And after that goes through their minds, they'll swipe away and never think about you again until the algorithm decides to show you again. That's it. Nobody gives a darn. And guess what? It's not just social media. Even in real life, it turns out that folks barely ever think about you. For example, let's say you have a bad hair day and you feel so self-conscious about it that you want to die. Most folks will take a look at you. For 5 seconds, they'll think to themselves, her hair looks stupid. And that's it. They'll go about their day and don't care. They might bump into you later and don't even think about your hair anymore because they already saw it and so they don't care anymore. But for the entire day, you care. You care so much you could die. Even bigger things like you failing a task at work, for example, or even something embarrassing that happens to you in public. Truly, nobody cares. Well, maybe for 5 seconds, and that's it. That's all there's to it. But here you are, worrying about something that nobody cares about. So it turns out that you shouldn't have to care so much. But how do you actually put this into practice? I call it the 5-second rule. No matter what happens, if you feel insecure about something or someone, just remember, if someone even cares in the first place, it's only for 5 seconds. Folks might pretend like they care a ton by making a big deal about something, but most folks do this to hurt you, not because they actually care, because they know others, just like them, are insecure and so they try to hurt you. The 5-second rule has been a great help for me throughout the years, and I've been trying to get other people close to me to adapt this same rule into their lives, because whether you worry about everything or don't worry at all, it turns out that the end result is all the same. All you've done is make life worse for yourself if you choose to worry and feel insecure about the opinions of others, because it turns out that nobody cares about you, and that's a good thing.